first down. He'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Evans, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Fitzpatrick on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check one.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. This pass complete to Higgins. That's good for 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Well, they'll run it here with Adams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Gotcha.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd down, Evans, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to run, but he's got a long... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this Dino. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that Puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head bet. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
56.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The play fake, and it's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give, Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
54. Man, 80. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Game situation, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set up play. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Higgins. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be...
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Watch twins.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for White on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give, right side. It's Evans. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I'm coming after you.
On the jet sweep, here comes more. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fitzpatrick now. And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Big stop, big stop. Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That's where you belong. 56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the night.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.